à votre chaîne.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our channel.
So today we're gonna go to Colcoa. I'm super excited about it. Colcoa is a French film festival here in LA, showcasing and premiering French TV shows and films.
And short films, and yeah, and also like just a side note, like our dogs are here. So.
Sorry, they might
They're barking, or you're like, what is that? Is that a small animal
dog
down there? Yeah, it's a dog. It's two dogs. Yes, so we are going to Colcoa tonight, and I'm really excited. It's Heather's first time going. I went last year.
So excited.
And what's fun is, yeah, like she said, it's the premiere of European films here in California, or in the US, I guess. And the tickets for students are only $5, so, you know, that's fun. And we are going to see L'Odyssée tonight. Which is
The Odyssey.
awesome. And it's about Jacques Cousteau and his marine and nautical adventures. And he was really a pioneer in that field, and like exploring oceanography, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And yeah, it's just like, it's supposed to be a really like beautiful, cinematically beautiful film.
The colors and like the acting, I mean, some of the actors in there are like top notch.
Yeah, like really well known French. Well, Audrey Tautou, I can never pronounce her last name right, but she played Amélie is in it, and so I'm excited to see it. I mean, I loved Amélie. I mean, maybe that's like very cliche of me, but I loved Amélie.
No, it's a great film. Everybody loves that film.
I feel like if you're at all into like French culture here in America, or I guess French culture anywhere, like you've seen Amélie. And yes, so she's in it, and the guy who plays Jacques Cousteau, I don't know. I know he's a well-known French actor, but I'm not really familiar with him. And then
his first name.
Yeah, what's his first name?
I don't know it.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. And the other guy who's in it, who I do know, is Pierre Nini.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Oh, he's so hot. Like, I love him. But I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name. Pierre Nini. I don't know if that's right. If anyone wants to correct me, please do.
Comment below.
Yeah, comment,
your French
like,
is
wrong. But he played Yves Saint Laurent in the Yves Saint Laurent biopic that came out a few years ago. It was in French. I saw it on Netflix, but I loved it. And I mean, I love Yves Saint Laurent, so that was good. So I'm excited to see him in this and like watch the movie. Yeah, and it's at the DGA, which is the Directors Guild of America in West Hollywood. Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's very well, from my experience last year, like there are these, it's set up for the event, and there's all these different things happening, and like booths set up and different things to see. So I'm excited to go this year and like see it again, and you'll get to experience
I have no idea. Yeah, I'm just like ready to go.
Yeah.
I have no idea like what to expect, but I'm super excited. Like from the trailer, the film looks gorgeous. Like the colors, just like from the trailer, just like pop. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, just like hang out with a bunch of like French people and hear them like speaking
who are
French.
also into French culture and French film.
I think one of the things that I'm really excited about seeing is just like how the film festival like itself works, because it's obviously like combining both of like the very well-known French film culture with like the very well-known like LA cinematic culture.
Yeah.
So you have like these two like hubs for cinema, and like bringing them together in like one place, and like having, I don't know, just like a celebration of like, I don't know. I think their slogan's like 2 countries, 1 passion, which like totally I love.
But, yeah, no, and it's definitely an overlap, and it's definitely an overlap between like, obviously there's a lot of French cinema and lots of like well-known French films, but there's also a lot of great, well, we live in LA, like it's the, you know, new movie capital of the world, so wait, my thing is like beeping. It was like beeping. Okay, I don't know why it was flashing. Sorry.
Oh.
My camera was like flashing. I don't know. Where? Oh,
Wait,
so it's an overlap. It's an overlap between the two. Like it's, you know, like a Venn diagram, like American things. And then French things. And then in the middle is cinema. Films. We're about to head out to dinner and then we'll go see our movie at Colcoa. And yeah, we'll let you know after what we thought of the movie.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Au revoir.
Au revoir. À bientôt. We're at the Renoir Theater at the Directors Guild.
It's not really the Renoir Theater, but like for Colcoa, it's the Renoir Theater.
And right now we're going to see the Odyssey.
Yeah, it's about
Jacques Cousteau and
scuba diving. How they invented like scuba diving and
very gorgeous, really pretty underwater stuff happening.
I read that they filmed a lot of it in Croatia.
Oh, cool.
So it should be really beautiful. I'm excited to see it. There are a lot of people here. I came here last year and I guess there were a lot of people. I don't remember there being as many people, but I guess there probably were. But there are a lot of people here tonight, and it's a Thursday. No, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's still Wednesday. Yeah, so I want to watch a movie.
So crazy. So much fun. Everyone's talking in French. I'm like eavesdropping
I
on
know,
everyone's
yeah,
conversation.
honestly, everyone here is talking in French. I feel a little bit weird. Like I should be responding in French. So I'm just like, ah.
Oui, bien sûr.
Yeah. So I want to watch a movie.
So if we vote for the Odyssey, either oui, comme ci, comme ça, or non merci, we get to enter for a chance to win a trip for 2 to Paris. It's so exciting! And then you keep this part of your ticket, and then they'll let you know if you win. That's cool.
And for you personally, what is it about Cousteau as a man, as a character, or you as an actor? What did you find in Jacques Cousteau that attracted you?
Well, when Jérôme called me to say that he wanted me to do the character, I thought, I have the nose. That's already something. I lose the weight, and I thought, we hadn't met. I was in London when he called me, and I thought we were going to see each other in Paris, and I thought, well, he's probably going to meet me and not want to give me the part once he sees me, because he'll find something wrong with me, as is always the case. You know, it's terrible, that first encounter with directors, you know, because they have a fantasy about you, and then they're faced with a reality. Sometimes the reality is better than what they had anticipated, and sometimes it's worse. So I thought, no matter what a good idea. Because Cousteau is a heroic figure. Definitely I knew very few things about him, but I knew that he had a tragedy. I knew about the son, I knew about that tragedy. I was raised with Cousteau. I'm part of a generation that was watching the films as they were first aired in France. So for me, he was like a benevolent, positive grandfather figure. Somebody who would tell you stories, somebody who clearly was doing great, fun things with a lot of fun guys, and they seem to be caring mostly about eating and drinking, and possibly diving. But I thought there is a dramatic, heroic character definitely to be done. And then he was not disappointed. He still gave me the part once we met. And then, of course, I started discovering his life.
Got back from the movie and we're very
Bonsoir.
tired. Bonsoir. back with the dogs. So we just wanted to like give our thoughts and a quick review of the movie. Just let you know what we thought about it, if we think you guys should see it, and just,
Our favorite parts of the stuff.
Yeah. So, what was your favorite part?
Well, first off, I absolutely loved the film, like fell head over heels, in love with it. I laughed, I cried. It was like, I think it's like my favorite movie. Like right now I'm like, okay, that's it. Like that's my number one movie right now. It was that, I mean, it was magical. Like the whole thing just like totally took you out of your seat and like put you in the ocean.
Yeah, like transported you to another world. It felt like it was amazing.
So good.
Like the way it was shot and all of the different scenes were just incredible.
Yeah, the way it was shot was incredible. Everything was practical, which means like they didn't use CGI at all. So like all of the scenes, they like actually went to these places and like walked in the footsteps of like Jacques Cousteau and like his crew and like where his boat, like his family was on the boat with them. So it's like where his family was and where his crew went. And they went to these actual places to film. And so it's just like this magical journey of like them following the footsteps and
Jacques Cousteau, and like just a quick sort of like 2-minute overview of it. It's about Jacques Cousteau and his, nautical adventures, but it kind of, a majority of the film, it starts in like sort of his early stages when he first invented the aquatic lung, the aqua lung, basically so you could breathe underwater. And then
I think he just built like the little flap part that like, I think they were still scuba diving, but he built like the little flap so like you could breathe.
He was able to do it so that you were able to breathe underwater for a longer amount of time.
Yeah, totally.
And so then the movie kind of goes then to where his son was doing a lot of their filming, because all throughout after he discovered the aquatic lung and all of that, he started filming and was paid to film all of his aquatic adventures. But then it kind of picks up with his son then coming on board into this family business and sort of the complications and emotions and life stuff that happens when
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's gonna make me cry.
when your dad is Jacques Cousteau and you live on this boat called Calypso and you're traveling around the world, and also the implications of what so obviously discovering the ocean was a huge thing just for science in general, but then there was this whole flip side where they began doing deep sea drilling for oil, and the more they discovered the ocean, the more they discovered more places to drill for oil, and sort of this realization that when you discover something new, often there can be good intentions when you first discover it, but then there can also be an exploitation that takes place and exploitative practices that happen, and sort of in the modern era how these people reconciled with it and all of these. But it was that, along with all these beautiful shots of like the ocean and underwater sea life, and just it was really. So the door didn't completely shut, and Remy freaked out, and just really need to let us know. Which, thank you, Remy, you did your job. Good girl.
Acting.
Shh, never gonna
Quiet.
Oh, dogs, I love them. So it's beautifully shot, and looking at all of this different, just these views of the ocean and marine and life that you don't usually see was incredible.
I think that was my favorite part, like the scenes in the trailer, so we're not like giving too much away.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this amazing shot with the diver and this massive whale off the coast of California. And to see, I mean, it's a real shot. So to see this like little tiny diver and just this like majestic and angelic massive whale that's just like so big, and the person's like this big,
Yeah.
and the whale's like this big.
Yeah.
So beautiful. And like I loved when so ultimately I think that there's like a family story. It's a biopic, but
Yeah.
there's like this beautiful like father-son story being told.
Yeah.
And I love that when the boys are little and their dad like takes them out and like shows them like the aqua lung, and they're just like laying at the bottom of the sea, like looking up through the ocean, like up to the sky, and like the sun rays shining down.
Yeah.
So amazing.
That
like
it's a whole like
brings me
different
tears.
world. It's a beautiful scene. So my favorite part is at the end of the movie when they go to Antarctica and it's sort of their last expedition. Like, it's not a spoiler if you look up the life of Jacques Cousteau, like, you know he goes there. But I thought it was so incredible, like them coming across this just completely desolate and untouched by man place was so beautiful, and just how they, because obviously a lot of their objective was to film what was happening under the ice, and under seeing Antarctica from below, and these shots of like how the ice looks underwater. I don't know, I just never really appreciated it in the same way. Like, I guess I've seen, you know, National Geographic, Animal Planet, like documentaries of Antarctica, or like in class and stuff, but to actually be watching it through the lens of Jacques Cousteau, these people, I mean, it had never been, no one had ever filmed underwater in Antarctica before he did it, and so to be watching it and appreciating it as they were and coming across this new exciting world as they were was really, really incredible. And yeah, so I guess we recommend that everybody sees it.
Absolutely. If you have the chance.
Yeah.
When it comes on Amazon or like Netflix, or like if it's at a local theater, I'm sure it has to.
Yes.
I mean, this movie is incredible. There's no way that it's like gonna go undiscovered.
Yeah.
Like, it's huge.
Amazing. It was amazing. And afterwards, the guy who played Jacques Cousteau was there, and so he did a Q&A at the end, and
so cool.
it was really interesting to hear his perspective of shooting it, because these people were actually on location. Like, they were there in Croatia and Antarctica. Or was it Antarctica? Yeah, it was Antarctica. And just hearing that, you know, they were going, not in the same way that obviously Jacques Cousteau and his crew were going through it, but they were in the same, kind of going through the same journey as him, in a sense, which was interesting and really incredible to hear.
Well, and it's just great to get like the actor's perspective, because he was saying that like he really related to the characters, and one of my favorite things, just like a side note that he shared, was how obviously, because Jacques Cousteau is a real person, there are obviously like his kids and his grandkids and the crew members, like they're still alive and with us. Mm-hmm. And so we had like this honor to like portray this great man who everybody knew and was in the public eye.
Yeah.
But most importantly, to like capture that for the friends and family of Jacques Cousteau.
Right.
And how they were saying that Audrey Tautou, who played Simone, the crew loved her like a mother.
Yeah.
And so for them to like see Audrey's portrayal on film, like just slayed them. It totally like brought them to their knees.
Yeah.
They were like, she captured him, or she captured Simone.
Yeah.
And she was like the mother on the big screen. And I think we as audience members felt that too. Like, you fall in love with her. It's amazing.
Yeah, because she went on all the expeditions with them. Like, there were very few other women who were with them, and she was his partner, so she was on all the expeditions with him, and obviously became a fixture in his life, but became a fixture in the crew's life as well.
I also think we have to talk about the short that we got to see too.
Oh yeah, there was, and we'll link it. We'll try to like put a link below to the short. It was a really great short. Before, it was about. It's called The Fisherman and the Businessman. Did you see what the French title
the French title is Je suis le pêcheur et l'homme d'affiche. I am the fisherman and the businessman.
Yeah, and it's just like 5 minutes.
No, I think it's only 2 minutes tops, and I don't know, I think it's a beautiful, lighthearted piece that really hits home to speak about capitalism and the philosophy of like work,
To enjoy life.
Gotta get rich.
Yeah.
And then in contrast with this very like beautiful like serenity of just like, I love my life and it's a simple life and it doesn't have to be
right, like
anything other than it is.
Why would I work to enjoy life when I can enjoy life now and work? Yeah. So yeah, the dogs are like, time to wrap up, guys. We've had enough of this. So, yeah, I recommend that.
Remy,
quiet. We recommend that everybody sees What Do You Say? If you have a chance or you had a chance to go to Colcoa, tell us about your experience. We'd love to hear what other people thought.
Or other French films that you recommend.
Yes, other French.
Clearly,
please.
we're obsessed.
Yeah, please let us know. And yeah, so if you want to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, we'll put all our links down below.
Like us, thumbs up, give us the comments below.
And subscribe. Join our 1 subscriber and subscribe.
We are friends.
Yes, we really love, like, Heather and I are so excited to be making these videos. Yeah, so we'll see you guys next time, and
Au revoir, à bientôt.
also, before we go, we want to like introduce our dogs because we didn't do that before. Val,
They were so
no,
rude.
come here.
And talking the whole time.
So, this is my baby. This is my dog, Belle, and not that anybody cares, but sometimes people ask because she's like curiously very tiny. She's like an Affenpinscher mix. We don't really know. It's a mystery. We adopted her from the Pasadena Humane Society, but yeah.
This is Remy. We also rescued him, so we're not really sure what kind of dog he is, but he's a really good watchdog.
And like they're friends now, so you'll probably see them in a lot of the videos. But yeah, these are our dogs.